friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I'm Erin, and for today's video we are doing another Universal Yums unboxing. Well, I have the box backwards, so that's not helpful. Let's try that again. Another Universal Yums unboxing. So first of all, this is not sponsored. Obviously don't have enough followers or anything like that to be sponsored. So I pay for this box every month with my own money. If you don't know what Universal Yums is, it is a subscription service where you get snacks around the world every month. They have a Yum box, a Yum Yum box, and a Super Yum box. I get the middle one, which is the Yum Yum box, which with shipping comes to about $25 a month. I've really enjoyed getting this box every month. It's something different every month, and it's new things to try, so yeah. Anyway, I think last month, which was the Germany box, I had guessed at the end that it was going to be another mixed box like it was for Christmas time. And I'll link my playlist down below for all of my Universal Yums unboxings that I've done so far, because there's been a few. I think this is like my 6th month or something. I was wrong with my guess. We are going to Italy. I actually saw that spoiler on Facebook. Gotta love that. See, I try to stay away from like Instagram and the Facebook page for Universal Yums because they do put spoilers on there before you even get the box, which I think kind of takes the fun out of it. So I have no idea what's in here aside from it's stuff from Italy. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okie doke. So right off the bat, this is what the inside looks like. Has a little map of Italy. And then if we take this off, our book right here. Oh, this looks like it's gonna have some good stuff in it. This is what the inside of the box looks like. Alright, so I just lined everything up because I like to take a picture of it to post on my Instagram. 9 times out of 10, I usually forget to post said thumbnail. But I'm gonna remember this time because I'm gonna do it right after this video. It looks like there's a lot of good stuff in this bag. So we're gonna start off with the candy that comes in the Yum bag, which this month they've made it very fancy. I like it a lot. Usually it's just like a clear bag with some candy doodles on it, but this is pretty cool. I like this. We have our book, which tells us a little bit about everything that's in the box. So let's jump into this because these can get pretty long. Like I said, we're gonna start off with the Yum bag. So the first thing we're gonna start off with is the Effervescenti, how you like my Italian, fizzy candies. I'll show you what they look like. It looks like there's lemon and orange in there. I happen to grab an orange one. This is what the candy looks like. Let's see what they have to say about it. Effervescenti fizzy candies, lemon and orange fizzy fruit candies. The last word we'd ever use to describe Italian food is boring, and that applies to their drinks too. No ordinary tap water here. Locals prefer beverages full of fizz and flavor. In Italian restaurants, every table is set with a bottle of fizzy mineral water or acqua frizzata. In fact, you have to ask specifically for non-frizzata if you do want flat water. Walk into any shop and you'll see shelves brimming with an endless assortment of crisp flavored seltzers. Looking for something sweeter? There's no shortage of fun and fizzy Italian soft drinks, from zesty lemon gazzosa to tangy orange aranciata. And let's not forget the country's delightfully bubbly sparkling wine, Prosecco. With their undying love for all things fizzy, Italians would naturally find a way to make their candy fizzy too. Inside these citrusy candies, you'll find a bright, bubbly powder that will take them from plain to effervescential. Now, there's a word for you. Let's see what these are like. They're white, which I was kind of expecting this to look orange. 1, 2, 3, go. So right off the bat, it tastes like an orange candy. I'm sure the fizzy stuff is on the inside, so please hold while I get to the center of this candy. Oh, there we go. It's definitely fizzing. This is strange. Candy was really good, It would taste like an orange candy like you would expect. The fizzy part was really tart, and it was a weird sensation in your mouth for sure, but that was really good. I liked it. So the next thing in the Yum bag is, okay, I'm gonna have to put the name of this up here. Serini Jean Dubois. Yeah, not even gonna attempt it. Here's the name of this candy. It's hazelnut chocolate. So here's what it looks like in its wrapper. It's like a triangle shape almost. And here is what it says. Hazelnut chocolate, introducing Italy's pride and joy. I feel like I should look up how you say this. I know that G-I-A is Ja, like Giacomo type of deal. Jean Duiotti? I know I butchered that, sorry. Originating in northern Italy in a town called Turin, these famous chocolates have been crafted in the exact same way for centuries. Raw hazelnuts from the Piedmont region are ground into a thick paste, then mixed with fresh cocoa and sugar to create a unique and silky confection. Though no one knows exactly who invented, we'll call it the G candy, there are some things we know for sure. It first became popular in 1860 and it was named after a character in Italy's Commedia dell'arte, an early form of theater, who represented Piedmont. We also know 3 ways to tell if you've got a real, this kind of candy. It is shaped like an upturned boat. Check. Is it wrapped in gold foil? Check. Does it have an irresistibly nutty aroma? Check. It's official. You're in for an authentic Italian treat. Alright, let's see what this is about. The wrapper on the outside reminds me of the wrapper that you get on pats of butter. It's melting already. So pretty much, this is what it looks like as it's melting in my hands. Let's give it a go. That was really good. 2 thumbs up from me. So far this box has been a hit and we're only in the Yum bag. So it looks like the last thing that's in the Yum bag is a cappuccino Serini, which is a cappuccino cream and cereal truffle. So it's made by the same company. And this is what it looks like. There we go. I have to say that I'm kind of glad that there's only 3 different treats in the Yum bag, because while I like them, I like to get the bigger bags of stuff more. So 2 thumbs up for only having 3 things in the Yum bag this month. Let's read about these candies. Italians take their coffee seriously, so seriously that the only way we can best explain it is by sharing all the rules associated with it. Rule number 1, there's no such thing as to-go cups in Italy. Once you order at a coffee shop, you'll have to stand and sip your drink at the bar before paying. Who knew? Rule number 2, if you ask for coffee, you'll be handed espresso, which is the default coffee in Italy. So if you really want coffee, you must ask for cafe americano, which is watered down espresso. Rule number 3, if you order a latte, you'll receive a cup full of milk. After all, that's exactly what you asked for in Italian. Rule number 4, never ever order anything with milk. Cappuccino, cafe latte, latte macchiato after 11 a.m. as beverages with milk are strictly reserved for breakfast. Got all that? Fortunately for you, there aren't any rules when it comes to this creamy cappuccino truffle. All you have to do is enjoy it. Who knew? I'm not really like a coffee drinker. I'll get Starbucks every now and then. I know. The masses are booing at me right now, but I prefer tea to coffee. Definitely smells like cappuccino, coffee-ish. This is what it looks like. I don't want to hold it for too long because I know it's going to start to melt. Alright, here we go. Very coffee. That was really good. Definitely a strong coffee flavor. And the chocolate's really rich. Alright, so the first thing we're going to start with outside of the Yum bag are Alfredo's truffle chips, which I'm kind of excited to try. Though they're potato chips with black truffles. Here's what they look like. Okay, it says Italy's world renowned for its pasta, cured meat, and of course wine. But forget all those. We're here to talk about the greatest Italian treasure, truffles. A prized ingredient in fine Italian cuisine, these tiny brown mushrooms grow abundantly across northern and central Italy and provide a complex flavor to even the simplest dishes. Before you can use them though, you'll need some help finding them. The fickle fungi can only be located underground by specially trained pigs or dogs, and their exact whereabouts are closely guarded by hunters. Fortunately, your search has been simplified with these chips, made with real Italian truffles. Once they're gone, you're bound to be hunting for more. I have a feeling that may actually be the truth. They smell mushroomy, and they just look like regular potato chips, which is a little bit surprising because usually the potato chips that come from Europe are a little bit thicker. Give it a go. Not really sure how I feel about that, so I'm gonna try another one, a smaller one. Okay, so first off, I don't hate it. I know I had a really weird face with the first one I ate, but they're okay. I don't know how I feel about mushroom flavored potato chips, but it is what it is. They leave a really weird taste in your mouth, I will tell you that. Okay, so the next thing is Moretta tiramisu. Here is what the packaging looks like. So Moretta tiramisu, chocolate covered cake with coffee and custard. Okay. Tiramisu may be on every Italian restaurant menu, but it hasn't been that way for very long. The layered cake first came about in the 1970s thanks to a man named Carmentonio Lanaccioni? Okay. Yeah. By the age of 12, this talented baker finished his pastry chef training and opened a restaurant called Paia di Grotto in Treviso. His goal, to create a dessert based on everyday flavors of the region. After spending 2 years perfecting his recipe, Lanaccioni served a pudding-like cake made with espresso, ladyfingers, and rich custard, which he called tiramisu, meaning pick-me-up, since it contained caffeinated coffee. News of his delicate creation spread like wildfire, and soon chefs all over the country were making their own versions or buying Lanaccionis to sell in their shops. By the early 1980s, tiramisu had become a true Italian staple, and now you get to try it for yourself. Between its creamy sweetness and a hint of real coffee, this yum will pick you up in more ways than one. There's a theme going on here. Coffee. I will do anything to get the taste of those mushroom chips out of my mouth. I think I've decided I don't like them. Oh, this is all... It looks like it's been mushed. But here's what it looks like. I'm not gonna take it all the way out of the package. I'm just gonna try a bite. That, my friends, is far better than truffle-flavored potato chips. That was so good. Moving on, we're on to Taralili Limone e Pepe. Lemon pepper flavored wheat snack. Here's what this looks like. Walk down a snack aisle in the US and you'll see endless varieties of chips. Walk down a snack aisle in Italy and you'll see endless types of Taralli? I don't know. These crunchy spirals are an Italian go-to, considered by most to be snacking staple. Made with flour, water, and olive oil, the snack is a mixture between a breadstick, cracker, and pretzel. The simple ingredients allow for the whole lot of experimentation with flavor. When putting together this box, we tried rosemary Taralli, coffee Taralli, fennel seed Taralli, but nothing compares to this unique one that we've chosen. Bursting with tangy lemon and so much cracked pepper that they're almost spicy, these snacks prove that Taralli are far from simple. Like lemon pepper chicken, don't know if I'm gonna like lemon pepper crackers. They smell very lemon peppery. Oh, they're a weird shape. They're kind of like a pretzel. This is what it looks like. They're like, I don't know how to explain it, but They kind of are pretzel consistency. Okay. That's really good. I didn't expect that at all. The lemon taste to me, at least in the one I had, was subtle. You can definitely taste the cracked pepper, and it is a little bit spicy, but overall that's really good. They kind of taste like lemon pepper pretzels. So up next on the list we have Amarettini cookies, crispy almond cookies. Here is what they look like. Who doesn't love a good love story? Even if you're not a fan of love stories, you've at least got to like one that involves cookies. The story of this classic treat starts in 1719 with a young couple living in Sirona. One day, the pair heard that a cardinal from Milan was visiting their church, and they wanted to prepare a special treat for the occasion. The problem was that they didn't have any ingredients on hand on such short notice. So they whisked together everything they could find: apricot kernels, sugar and egg whites, and baked cookies, then wrapped them in gift paper. When the cardinal tasted their creation, he was so delighted that he gave the couple a blessing for a long and happy union. Not only did the couple remain happily married, they started a thriving cookie business with their cookie recipe for the cardinal, which they called Amaretti. We hope you enjoyed this little love story. If not, we certainly know you'll enjoy these nutty cookies. They definitely smell nutty. They kind of remind me of a fortune cookie consistency. This is what it looks like. They smell a lot like Nilla wafers. Just throwing that out there. More crunchy. Those are really good. They do remind me of fortune cookies though. A little bit sweeter than a fortune cookie. Okie dokie, moving right along. Next we have one that I definitely can't pronounce, so here's the name of this, which is milk chocolate with hazelnuts. Here's what it looks like. I really like I don't know why, but I really like the packaging on this. Italy is nuts about nuts. Clearly, I think that pretty much everything that we've eaten so far has had some variation of a nut in it. And not just any nuts. Italian hazelnuts, particularly the ones grown in Piedmont, are prized throughout the country for their excellence and authenticity. In fact, Piedmont hazelnuts are the reason that Italy is the second largest hazelnut producer in the world. If you've ever had Nutella, then you've already tasted the famous nut. I love me some Nutella. The superior quality of Piedmont hazelnuts is also the reason they're included in this particular chocolate bar. It's the mission of the Italian chocolatier. I'm not even going to pretend to try to pronounce that name. To create the highest quality chocolate using only the best, most sought after ingredients around the world. Made with the freshest of Piedmont hazelnuts along with the finest cocoa sourced from South America and West Africa, this creamy yum is as high quality and high in flavor as it gets. Now this is right on here, 32% cocoa, so I think this might be a little bit more bitter than chocolate that you typically get here. It smells hazelnutty. This is what it looks like, just like a little chocolate bar. And I break off a piece. This is what the back looks like. You can clearly see the hazelnuts on there. Okay, so that ruined my OCD because it didn't just break a little square off. Alright, so that's okay. Not my favorite chocolate bar in the world. It wasn't really bitter. It wasn't really anything to write home about either, in my opinion. But whatever. Chocolate's chocolate, right? Let's move on to the next thing. So next is Froletti au limon cookies, which are, you guessed it, lemon cookies. Here's what the packaging looks like. When life gives you lemons is a phrase meant to console people, but in Italy, when life gives you lemons, you're really, really happy. There, growing the perfect lemon is an art form starting with the careful cultivation of the land, followed by months and months of endless care. All the hard work pays off. Not only are Italian lemons prized for their superior flavor, but they also grow an average of 2 or 3 times the size of your ordinary supermarket lemon. And let's not forget about the country's famed Cedro Citron variety that grows to the size of a human head. But as good as the Italians are at growing lemons, they're even better at cooking with them. Locals use the zesty fruit to bring a unique vibrance to countless dishes and desserts. A perfect example, these lemon frulletti cookies. Giving the cookies crumbly texture and bright citrus flavor, we wouldn't mind if life handed us more of these. Kind of excited to see what these are about. These are little too, but they smell good. Kind of looks like a shortbread cookie. It's tough. Those are good. They're not overpoweringly lemony, but you can taste the lemon in them. They'd be really good with like tea, or if you're a coffee drinker, they'd probably be really good with that too. All right, up next we have Rusticelle al Rosmarino. Rosemary crackers. Here's what the bag looks like. The secret to long life, it may lie in these crispy herb-flecked crackers. The leaves of the rosemary plant have been used by Italians for centuries, both for their intense flavor and their unique medicinal purposes. The herb is known to treat muscle pain, improve the memory, boost the immune system, help with circulation, and even slow the aging process of the brain. In fact, researchers in Italy's Campania region believe locals' extensive use of rosemary is the reason they're living to 2 decades over the national average. An astonishing 300 residents are 100 years or older. We can't make any promises based on one cracker, but we suggest you devour the whole bag anyway, just to be safe. I'm intrigued by these. I liked the herb crackers from the German box last month. I almost said last year. They smell very rosemary-ish. That's what they look like. Those are really good. You know, it would make them better. Dipping them in cream cheese. So I'm gonna try that later. All right, this next one, I don't really know what to make of. I probably am not gonna like it. This is that word again. Yeah, I can't say that. Mediterranean. It's white chocolate with saffron, and that's why I'm not so sure I'm gonna like it. But the packaging is delightful. I love it. Won't even fit all in the frame. So here you go. Have a sideways glance at this. Now here's why I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't really care for saffron, and I don't really care for white chocolate. So I think a mixture of the two is probably not gonna be my favorite. But let's learn a little bit about this. Get ready to feel rich, because this yum is made with gold. Well, red gold. That's the name given to Italian saffron due to its scarcity and price. To get just 1 pound of this precious spice, a whopping 75,000 flowers must be harvested. From there, the delicate strands are carefully plucked to avoid contamination. Other parts of the flower are poisonous. That's comforting. And slowly dried before packaging. Italy's red gold is the world's rarest and most sought-after strain of saffron, which already has a reputation for being the world's most expensive spice. The red gold saffron's distinct brightness and pungency and aroma allow it to command one hefty price tag of over $2,000 per pound. Holy crap. Savor the delicate white chocolate made with Italy's red gold saffron, because this is the gold standard of chocolate. I'm curious as to how much this bad boy would cost then, and how much saffron is actually in here. Like I said, I like the packaging, and it is pretty upscale for a chocolate bar. But you can see the flecks of saffron in it. It's pretty. It's probably a little bit hard to see with my ring light, but there are little hearts in the squares. Let's open this up. And this time, maybe I can get just a square. Okay, so if Italy ingredients work the same way as ours do, saffron is the very last thing on here. But there's not much in here. It just says white chocolate 99% with sugar, cocoa, butter, milk serum, skim milk, soy lecithin emulsifying and natural flavors, and then saffron. Contains milk and soy. I'm pretty much just avoiding the inevitable. Here we go. So here's the thing. You can taste the saffron. It tastes very floral-y. And I'm hoping that the poisonous parts aren't in there. However, mostly all you can taste is the white chocolate. Which I don't really care for white chocolate, like I said. So that was okay. I'm not gonna go running out and buying that again, but it was alright. Okay, we're on to our last two things. Next is orange carrot bondolce, Italian carrot cake with orange cream. I love me a good carrot cake. Here is what the packaging looks like. There are two types of carrot cake. The first is loaded with spices, nuts, raisin, and thick layers of sweet cream cheese frosting. Sound familiar? Yes, and that's the carrot cake I like. Then there's Italian style carrot cake. Italians believe carrot cake should highlight the natural sweetness of carrots, so they get rid of all the bells and whistles. Incorporating just a touch of orange juice helps to bring out the bright, fresh flavor of the carrots, making this no-frills cake the ultimate breakfast staple in Italy. When locals want carrot cake for dessert, they simply add a drizzle of orange cream for an extra hint of sweetness. Will you become hooked on Italy's sweet and simple carrot cake? Or stick to your spice frosted original? There's only one way to find out. I have a feeling I know the answer to this question, and it's going to be the original. But let's find out. It smells good. It looks like a little sponge cake. Now, if you're from Italy, don't come after me for what I'm about to say. That reminds me of a Twinkie. Not gonna lie, that's exactly what that reminds me of, is a Twinkie. Yeah, you get some orange taste in there. It doesn't taste like carrots. It tastes like a citrusy Twinkie. So the next thing on the list is Anello Gusto pizza rings, pizza flavored corn snack. And we're ending on a good note. Here is what the packaging looks like. Let's take a second to thank Italy for one of the greatest inventions of all time, pizza. Seriously, what would the world be like without this saucy, cheesy, crusty masterpiece? Back in the 18th century, Naples locals used the ingredients most available to them: tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, basil, and olive oil to make the world's very first pizza, which quickly spread throughout the country. Fast forward to today, and the classic dish has become an international sensation, spawning countless and unique varieties, each more delicious than the next. And you know what else spawned from all that pizza? Pizza snacks. In these puffy light rings, you'll taste all the components of a great Italian pizza: cheese, tomatoes, and olive oil. Let's get these to spread around the world too. I'm sure I'm gonna like these. Smell like pizza flavored Funyuns, and that's what they look like too. They're my favorite thing out of the whole box. These are freaking amazing. These are so good. If I can find these, I'm buying these. So we definitely ended off on a great note with this box because those are amazing. All right, so let's read what the clue for next month's box is. It says, next month we'll visit a place that is old and crafty, creative, and so very cold. If you're hungry, just reach for their baskets of bread or cinnamon chocolates or unique pepper spreads. Old, crafty, creative, cold. Bread, cinnamon chocolates, and unique spreads. I want to go and say like Greenland or Iceland or some kind of Nordic country, but I'm probably very off. Cinnamon chocolates. I don't know. I have no idea for next month. But it sounds like it could be fun. Alright guys, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!